welcome to, welcome back to Exposed. And if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. Back to the comments, there's millions of them. Sylvia Young, I know she's bought 30 to 40 pairs of sneakers in the last year. I know, it's ridiculous. Penelope, New York is a perfect place to wear a pair, or two of them. Yet she didn't bring any. Nuts. Sassy, she mangled her toes permanently with all the high heel wearing. Those sneaks with the black overpriced suit looked like cheap Amazon to my eyes. Was not a flattering look, but a big fail along with her hideous cat scratch jeans and Britney handkerchief top. She thinks she's fooling people with her never-ending disposable income. You go, Dumpkin. Elizabeth, pair, not pairs. Trisha, she doesn't even know that it is fashionable to wear sneakers for walking in the city. Thing is, walking, you wear trainers, or you wear Uggs, or in my case emus, or flat sandals. You don't just put on a pair of shoes you've only just bought and expect to walk in them for hours. Woman's insane. Elizabeth, one day this narcissist will be arrested for taking random shots of people. It's against the law even for a model off duty. Can anyone imagine walking down the street photographing themselves? And why does everyone have to be at her beck and call? Exactly. Because they always have for her entire life, Elizabeth. She's had everyone bowing down to her. So she expects it everywhere she goes. Sassy, her vibe is budding, cruel, ghoul, sociopath for the win. Cece, I can't imagine how much Melissa is going to change for those Zoom meetings. I had a feeling she would start doing this. Topics will be how to copy everyone and how to divorce and then marry a rich old man. Exactly, because that's all she knows. Sassy, if there were no gullible fools, she'd be bankrupt before she started. Lorena, stupid of her not to wear sneakers in New York. Really? I know. What was she thinking? Deborah, she's so obnoxious and she isn't even aware. I know. That's the funny part, isn't it? She's totally clueless. Christine, would somebody please tell her exactly what a vlog is? I know. In the flight attendant's initial remarks and directions, it's mandatory that they tell all passengers to stow everything under the seat in front of you. But no, not Lisa. She has to be advised directly instead of the rules of flying all over the world. I guess she thinks she's so special. I'm surprised she didn't expect the pilot to come out of the cabin to greet her personally. She connects with herself on a very deep level while travelling. What an effing joke. See, that's the thing. Oh, she never told me to, so I'm right. So there's an emergency exit and you get up to run out the plane, trip over your bag, sprawl out in the fucking thing, and then no one can get past you. I hate people that don't follow the rules. Rules are there for a fucking reason. And like, rules are made to be broken. No, you're made to be fucking broken. I'm going to tie my hands behind my back because I'm already enraged by her entitled attitude. Same. Bonnie, and she wonders why she doesn't have friends. The arrogance is unbelievable. Elizabeth, I didn't know she had dogs. They were barking. Lol, they were barking and growling at her. Maybe she looked after them, Deb. They wouldn't. Sandpiper Lane, thank you for taking one for the team, Jules. Given the mindless and excruciating hillbilly goes to the big city content. Oh, we've got fucking Debbie Does Dallas next week. Can't wait. Moon Fairy, Lisa, I have an unopened Chanel. Oh, sorry, Chanel pan liner. We'll sell it to you for 2,000. Sassy, it's so funny, ha ha ha. I actually did like those and miss them if I actually think about it, but I will find a worthier vendor. Doesn't Laura Geller do cake liners? She used to, and Smashbox did as well. Let's see. Laura Mercier, Stargazer, made by Mitchell, Cryolin, Ben Nye. There's a few. I didn't know Mitchell did a cake line. It just shows you, doesn't it? If you if you go and look. I'm like, yeah, there's all these you can get. Private label water activated eyeliner matte brown colour cake liner 34p. But like there's these as well, the split liners that are and P. Louise did a big record. She's done neutrals, bolds and pastels. So it's out there. She just can't be bothered. Look, she wants the Chanel one. She couldn't possibly have P. Louise or Made by Mitchell, could she? Carol, spot on, Jules. 9/11. She has no clue about the anniversary. So materialistic. That is the whole meaning of New York City to her. I know, shopping. Shopping, shopping and more shopping. Bo, I'm not so sure she has no clue, but instead that she just doesn't care for anything that has nothing to do with shopping. I agree with you, Bo. If it doesn't enrich her life, she doesn't want to know about it. And she's, oh, I could cry about that. Cry about what? Cry about the people that fucking died on that day. There's something to cry about. Not fucking Chanel discontinuing a cake eyeliner. Christina, I can't believe with the amount of people in the US struggling to get by that she is unapologetically spending money like there's no tomorrow on a regular basis and cares not a jot. Christina. She doesn't care who she upsets. Bonnie, I don't think anyone will take offence about your comments about New York. It's like that in most large cities, small towns across the country. There's a lot of crazy people across the country. Exactly. You have to be aware of your surroundings and act accordingly. I used to say it to my mum all the time. We'd go shopping in Peckham and she'd have her bag hanging off her shoulder and I'm like, can you just put your purse in your pocket and leave the bag at home? Clueless. Another narc. Carol, so rude to leave early from that function, wasn't it? Only to go shopping. I can see if there was an emergency or sick, but the truth is that she was scared to be around those people. Exactly. 2 is early. If she left that early, it was to go to her priority shopping and get away from people. I hope YouTube saw that. I hope they never invite her again. Because they really don't like her. No, I don't think anybody does. And why would they? What is she giving anybody? Nothing. Matt, her hair, for fuck's sake. Bo, and some of her stans don't understand why people talk shit about her hair since it's so lovely. Lorena, a hot mess. That's a real American thing, I'm a hot mess. If you're hot in the UK, you're sexy. That's why it was like a... Is it an oxymoron or whatever? It just confused the hell out of me when I first heard hot mess. Elizabeth, why didn't you call John to fly over and switch the light off? I think if she thought she could get away with that, she probably would have done. Bo, oh my God, Elizabeth, you just got it right though, haven't you? Sassy. Said she was in her PJs, yet no problem for her to show off her worn out bits to the world on the daily. I honestly think she was embellishing this embarrassing. Smells like doo-doo saga. Pardon me. Hustler Hussy has no integrity. I've had a few of my posts deleted where I have to retype and I lose my luster, and for no particular reason. What the fuck, I can't be bothered. Oh no, it's like being in kindergarten, isn't it? Are you sure you want to type that? Yes. Deb. Worn out bits. Mine keep disappearing as well, even though they were rated PG. Maybe Jules will find them in the naughty or held for review file. I looked before I started doing the comments, Deb, and there's nothing in there, so I don't know where your things have gone. I've had that happen with me as well. I've typed a thing and I've gone back to add to it and it wasn't there, and it's like, meh. Good to know. We are the bomb. Yeah, I don't know where they've gone. Bonnie, another thing, I'm sorry, I've never been to New York and would love to go, but certainly not to shop. There are so many wonderful things to do there. Yes, she's getting worse. I don't know, I'd like to go at Christmas to see all the shops at Christmas. But yeah, there's 101 things to do in fucking New York without shopping. And she's like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all the rest of it. She goes to Louis Vuitton and Gucci stores all over the place. It's sad. Baller man. So if her Patreon was a bust, how does she expect a $24 membership to YouTube to work for her? She's crazy. Well, doing the lives on the YouTube's easier. And if people think they're missing out on something, they might actually join. But it's wrong. $25 for what? Highly caffeinated. Lisa in New York. I literally laughed so hard. Jeez. How can anyone stand her? They don't. That's why she doesn't have a life filled with fun, family and friendships. Exactly. Trisha, anyone spending this much on double G items is insane. She won't wear half of it. It makes me sick on how she loves to brag about all the expensive stuff she buys to be cool, vibey and trendy. I'm 78, dress stylish and trendy, wear everything I buy and have never spent that much. She's so self-centered and thinks because her feet hurt, her phone wasn't working, etc., that she deserves to spend thousands on herself. I bet you look much classier than her, Trisha. Penelope, all that's money spent on fashion, yet no style. She sits on a bench to people watch and takes notes of what others are wearing. I know, it's sad, isn't it? Exactly, she has absolutely no style of her own and no place to wear anything. Panda, right, she'll wear flip-flops and sweats, that's who she is. Well, maybe she should just admit that's who she is and leave it at that. But she won't. She'll have another epiphany in a few months and go out and buy a whole load of something else. Christine, the jeans, oh my dear God, the jeans. They do not belong, they do not belong on a toddler, let alone a 52-year-old woman. 62-year-old. Baller man, my husband would divorce me if we went to New York and all I did was shop. No museums, no shows, nothing, I know. Me, Broadway. Which way's Broadway? I want to see all the shows. He's getting something out of this too. Something is up. Is he though, or is he just getting peace and quiet when she's not at home? Highly caffeinated. I miss the person I was before I watched this. Sorry, I couldn't get through the whole thing. I don't blame you. Sassy, agreed. She's a stab to the soul, isn't she? Penelope, she never listens to bad news. Does she even realise what happened on that day? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd just picked Tech Help up from nursery, and there was a woman who used to give me a lift home because it was there was a hill, and if I was about, she'd say, I'll drop you off at the top. Anyway, she said, did you hear about the Twin Towers? And the only Twin Towers I knew at that point was Wembley. And I said, what? And she went, they drove planes into them. I said, why would anyone drive a plane into Wembley's Twin Tower? And she was like, not Wembley. Anyway, we got home and I put the telly on, and about 5 minutes later, Tech Helps come up and give me a cuddle, and he's like, don't cry, Mummy, why are you crying? And it's like, I can't show him that. Horrible. Sylvia Young, she has no romance, she's nothing except shopping. Gigi, yep, that's all she has in her life. I know, it's ridiculous. And the thing is, like I said, she bought all that crap. She could come out of a shop laden down with bags and see somebody walk past with something else and feel, what was it she said? Cheated. Oh, I want that too. Sassy, she looks like a hot mess, no joke. He. Penelope, she got her bag from Santa Claus in junior high or high school. I think she still believes in Santa. Oh my God, her IQ ID under 50. Sorry, Rosalie, I probably read that all wrong. Bonnie, isn't greed a sin? Yeah. But she does her devotional every night. Cynthia, oh my God, Lisa pronouncing, oh here we go. Agna, Aina. I don't know what it is either, Cynthia, sorry. Does she not know that she can Google how to pronounce anything? Did she really say Agna? How do you get to 54, claim to be a fashionista and not know? I've never heard of that. I'm sheltered. Carol, she got it from her educated grandma and educated mom. They didn't have a clue and neither does she. She continues to mispronounce foreign and English words. Simply Google, too time consuming for her. Back in the day, that J to May, that was just the funniest. J to May. Ada, her hair feels dry, it looks dry. She has over-processed it. Doesn't she always? Bleaches it to within an inch of its life. Christine, imagine living in that kind of pain every day of your life. Many of us here do. And just the Lisa version of pain. Probably nothing that a hot bath wouldn't fix. Exactly. Ballerman, hillbillies in the big city. Oh my God. I bet the fucking New Yorkers love watching people like her go by. Patty Cakes, I truly have second-hand embarrassment for her every time she says hello lover. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Oh my God, why John allows her to travel alone in New York is beyond me. She's so unsafe. And why didn't she buy a pair of cheap shoes at Zara or bring her jelly flats that she always tells us we need? Dumb. I think she's lucky nobody robbed her, pickpocketed her, or worse. This all from a woman who can't even call the front desk to find out how to turn the lights off. No words for this level of incompetence. And she wants us to feel sorry for her because she has foot blisters. Unbelievable. That was the thing. She went, I went in so-and-so's and so-and-so's. It's like, go into a cheap shoe shop and you will find flip-flops or jelly flats or something. You're not going into fucking Gucci looking for a pair of flip-flops. It's not going to happen. Ada, I agree. It's a conversation about the pizza. Of course, everyone will say what they like. You're not allowed to have a conversation. Suzanne, so she got the lips done again for the New York trip. I'm vice president in your chairman of the board group. Deb, good catch, since according to Lisa, a good lip liner will get you far in life. Then having freshly pumped up lips will get you to New York City. Sorry, I got an itchy nose. I don't know what's going on with my nose lately. Ada, fruit and vegetables, question mark. I'm sorry, I don't remember what was occurring. Patricia, so she's just going to take others' intellectual I'm like the Scottish man with the purple burglar alarm. She's just going to take others' intellectual property, ex-Mac L'Oreal, and going to just about duplicate their products and put her name on them. Hope she has a real good lawyer. Me too. CC agrees as well. Thing is, right, she's going on, oh my God, they've discontinued Creme Cup. And they haven't discontinued it. They've reformulated it. And she's supposed to be the one telling us all this. I haven't even got a beauty channel, and I know. Cynthia, Jules, thank you for suffering through this. Thank you. I'm glad you get all the watch time. Your sub count keeps climbing. It does, doesn't it? Slowly but surely. We'll get there. You prove that those who value what is really important are out there, and you let us know we are not alone. Oh, thank you. Rosalia, hi sweet Jules, hi. How can Lisa have a soul-searching night when she has no soul? She makes me sick, you and me both. Christine, yes, a soul-searching night, that must have taken all of 5 minutes. Blisters give me that soul-searching vibe too. Does she even hear herself? I had a soul-searching night. I'm 54 and I have blisters, really. Moon Fairy, that total spent is in pounds. In dollars, it's much more. Yeah, I suppose it is. And taxes and stuff and whatever. So that's the minimum she spent then. Brooke, leave it to Lisa to assume a room would be there waiting for her 2 hours early. I know. Bonnie, why the heck would she even ask the company that sponsors her if the clothes were the same as Amazon? That's a little degrading and very rude. Oh, she just doesn't think, does she? Airhead at best. Jules, I would pay to watch your videos. It would be well worth the money. Oh, bless you, Bonnie. You're too kind. I thought at one time she was only going to buy black bags. She was afraid the different colours would get dirty. I'm only going to wear dresses. I'm only going to wear black. I'm only going to do this, yeah. Her family must be sick of hearing it. Deb, we fixed my phone. Lisa, you were having a mental breakdown. You just push the buttons. She can't function without John. I know. He was saying, turn it on, turn it off. I bet she was a complete bitch on the phone to him then. And he's only trying to fucking help her. Julie, she was able to run back out and buy herself a handbag, but couldn't make it to the store to get her mother a handbag that her father asked her to do for him. Can we all say selfish? Brooke, I don't care for Joe Malone either. Yay, we'll start the We Hate Joe Malone club. LPH, I'm just curious if she's is interested or involved in her children's life in any way. She lives her life or acts like a single person. What a boring and sad life. No, she's never done anything for her kids, never been interested. She'll tell you she was. Oh yeah, here we go, Mulva. Well, she did buy Will one cookie. So big of her, wasn't it, Mulva? LPH. Oh, she's laughing at you. Yeah, a whole cookie. Holly Hallmark. I like that. I would like to see a copy of her life coach certification. How on earth could she pass a test? She asked so dumb, or is that just an act? I'm not sure if it's real or an act, but the thing is she didn't do a test. It was like 3 hours online, that was it. Boom, you're a life coach. Bonnie, I'm in shock. Jules, you need a trophy for this one. If people can't see what she's like from this, I don't feel sorry for them. I think she honestly feels that she's a model and a very important person. It used to be fun listening to the foolish things she said. No more. I need a Pepsi straight up and to watch a light-hearted crime show. I know how you feel, Bonnie. I have to de-bleach with some rotten mango or something. But the thing, right, go to her channel and look at the comments. They're all as insane as she is. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Leslie, really, Jules? I'm offended enough that you use the F word way too much, but the C word is too much. Thought you would like to know. Leslie, there is a announcement at the beginning of every video that there's foul language, and to be fair, if you don't like it, don't watch, because I'm not changing. I'm 58 years of age and I am who I am, and she winds me up, and I only use the C word for very special, and she's one of them. I don't understand how people get offended by swearing. There's much more going on in the world to be offended by, like her spending a fortune and bringing a cookie home to her son, an absolute fortune on herself, children starving, people being murdered, people having to choose between heating and eating. They're the things that offend me, not swear words. Piggy loves Ollie. She just plain had enough of the nonsense. I had, thank you. I thought Jules restrained herself quite well. Thank you, Susan. So did I, thank you, Helen. Patty Cakes, we're all adults here, and Jules has disclaimers at the beginning of her videos. Thank you, Patty. Really, Leslie, I'm just being honest. If you don't like swearing, I wouldn't watch any of my videos, because that's all you're going to hear. Sorry. Not sorry. I can relate to you regarding suffering 24/7 pain, Jules. I suffer from severe tinnitus, which has turned my whole life upside down for 17 years. I spend a lot of time in bed, and Lisa's trivial drivel astounds me. Jed had tinnitus, and he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, I can't see anything in there. And he said, so what is it then? He says, I don't know. Sent him off, and Jed went deaf in one ear. So if you've got tinnitus, I would make a point of going and getting it looked at before you lose your hearing altogether, Leslie. Oh, I was going to say something then and you'll think I'm being mean, but I was going to say, but then you won't hear me swear, will you? But do, go and get it checked before you go deaf, because that's no fun. Helen, sending hugs. I get tinnitus occasionally. It must be horrendous to have it all the time. I have lived with chronic pain for 20 years, so I know how much chronic health sucks. We're the chronic health group, aren't we, Helen? Patty, I have chronic health issues and feel likewise. What I'd give for just one day of normal. Her spending frenzy is just insane behaviour, and her complaining about blisters, which heal quickly, is unrelatable. I know, you just want to thump her, don't you? Susan, the pterodactyl comment cracks me up. I had to edit my last statement because when she said she has not had lip filler in 3 years, I about spit my drink out. City lips doesn't work that well. Lies. All smoke and mirrors and lies. Deb, she should name her new makeup line Be Me 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 by Egotistical Lisa. By the way, Lisa, don't ever do Brooke's excited thing ever again. It's not a good look. But don't forget, she's a treasure from the Lord. I know, it's ridiculous. Right? I reckon I'm going to put it in here because there's no way she's going to listen to a comment video, is there? I reckon she's going to call it Lips by Lisa D. That's my thing in the hat. Anyone else want to join me? Let me know what you think and we'll see who was right when they finally turn up. LaDonna, why did she not call an Uber if her feet hurt? Exactly. Or was that when her phone was broke? Who knows? The only time she's truly happy is when she's shopping, talking about shopping, reliving the shopping and opening the shopping. Exactly. Deb, profound, talking about herself and carnivore, whether eating or talking about it are a source of pleasure. However, the shopping experience is her dopamine, isn't it though? MJ Brownlee, something is truly wrong with her. She's overcompensating for something in her life. People keep saying that. Helen, such a sad existence, it really is. See, then you're jealous. No, you could hand me $100,000 and say go out and buy stuff, and I'd buy stuff for Jed and the kids. And maybe if I saw something cute while I was out, I'd get it for me, but that'd be it. James, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. As everyone knows probably by now, I'm a native New Yorker. I watched the towers fall in 2001 at 18. Oh my God, that must have been tragic. 18 to see that live. Unless you live in Manhattan or your job requires you to be in the city moves rather slow on the 11th. Typically, there are all of the first responders and a lot of official employees that were down at ground zero earlier in the morning. The fact that she flew from the Carolinas to Manhattan on September the 11th is just really weird. And she did it and thought nothing of it. Oh, I don't think I've filled this up, have I? Hang on. No, I haven't. Oop. Lardy and her little head. I've got such a small head. These fucking headphones keep falling off. Right. I'll do this one while I'm talking. Bonnie, I agree. James, hi Bonnie. Bonnie, hi James. I was just thinking about you and reading your comments. I wish you had a YouTube channel that you could tell everyone about New York. By the way, love your comments and how you're spot on. Excellent point, James says Bo. Christine, it's certainly disturbing. Catcher, I've been to New York twice shortly after 9/11. The memorial wasn't built yet. However, at the time, us tourists would buy the FDNY t-shirts or anything that would commemorate what happened on that day. She really only cares about herself. I know. like I said, I've said before, a friend of mine was at college in Canada, and when her course finished, she flew over to America, or drove, I don't know, I think she flew. Anyway, doesn't matter, does it? Went over to America and went to Ground Zero and bought 2 lots of flowers, because I'd asked her would she lay some for me, and she went and laid flowers. We're English. We're in the UK. We're not even American. Do you know what I mean? It's like we thought to do that. Oh, did I take one? I've taken one of them. Oh, I'm so confused. We wanted to do that, and Lisa doesn't even think to do it, and she's American. Really? How? How could she be that cold? And then the one thing that her dad... Oh, why have we gone weird? The one thing that her dad asked her to do, and I dare say they don't ask her to do much, she couldn't even be bothered. Oh, I felt cheated. I needed to spend more money on me. Oh yeah, Daddy wanted me to get a bag for Mama. Oh well. I didn't realise, I think I've seen a comment from somebody at some point, because I said, why the hell can't he get it online? But somebody said you can't buy them online. I suppose it's like me saying, why can't you just buy a Gucci bag online? I'm clueless where things come in. Lady Gaga, I've had this donkeys. What I do now is I pick a perfume and I just use it until it's gone. Occasionally I'll spritz something else, one of my core perfumes, but if I spray something and I think, oh no, I can live without that, I'll use it until it's empty. But this thing, this could be a lethal weapon. It's really heavy. Stand up. I've lost the thread of what we were talking about. Turn off. Right. Let's click them because I didn't, because I was busy doing something else. Oh, see, that's the thing as well. I reckon 9/11 till whenever is going to be a quiet day in New York for people thinking and reflecting and going to Ground Zero or just sitting home and, do you know what I mean, reliving the day or whatever. And then she comes in. I've got blisters. Really? 220 to 228. YouTube has no issue putting this kind of crappy content up on their website. Lol. YouTube thing. That's what your priority should have been. No, I'll get the freebies and I'm ducking out. Elizabeth, yes, but has no problem with putting people on the naughty step and delete any comments using suspect language. I'm sick of being put on the naughty step. Do you know what? Everyone's moaning about Elon Musk on Twitter, X. And it's like, I was there the other day feeling rather gobby. And someone was talking about Ian Duncan Smith. He's a Tory in the UK and he fucked up the benefit system. Anyway, stick your fingers in your ears, Leslie. I got put on the naughty step for calling him see you next Tuesday. And then I said to this woman, I got put on the naughty step for calling Ian Duncan Smith. And I still stand by that, waiting to get put on the naughty step, and Elon didn't do it, see? So you have got freedom of speech on X now. 3:56 to 4:12. You have to be kidding me that she was at Soho House. Yep, and she doesn't appreciate any of the places
flip-flops,
she goes.
didn't care. I would have worn Crocs. I would have worn anything, but those flip-flops are what I needed. And so the guy outside says, you should probably go back inside the Google building and get those guys to hook you.
I don't think it's to 412. I don't think it's that bit, is it?
Help me. He says, yeah, basically you're screwed. You either need to go to your...
I'd love to have been there when he said that to her. You have to be kidding me that she was at the Soho House. That is one of the most upscale, gorgeous members-only club, right in the heart of the meatpacking district. She couldn't be bothered to look at the industrial architecture of carriage houses and cobblestone street, and she couldn't walk on a cobblestone street, James. She had blisters and a lot of the steelwork. I can tell you right now that people that are walking into Soho House are not going into Gucci. But she, of course, becomes such a mall wannabe. At least Gucci knows that retail location works when idiots like that have an appointment at Soho House. Ha ha. I know they're not daft. They know where to put their shops. Have you thought about opening up a channel? See, you could do tours of New York and stuff. That'd be cool. 5:41 to 5:49. It's New York. You want to go shopping. It's a big place. You need comfortable shoes. I fucking know that, and I've never been. I have to say that Zara has been a big part of my wardrobe for maybe 20 years. I usually shop in January and June when they have their huge semi-annual sale. The men's still uphold very well if you try and wear the pieces. Try and wear the pieces several times before getting it dry clean. I do not machine wash any Zara clothing. I have pieces in my closet from over a decade ago. I do feel the women's clothing is not as sustainable as the men's. Yeah, I think because they expect women to wear it and bin it, don't they? Because they're the likes of her now, all going out buying what's... I wouldn't have said... I've seen some of your outfits and it doesn't look like you bought any of it from Zara. So that's the thing, isn't it? Having an eye, knowing what to pick, knowing what suits you, knowing how to put an outfit together. All the things she can't do. Yet she's telling us how to dress. Elizabeth, I too have succeeded in getting some real nice pieces from Zara and have great sale items. They also have worn well. Yes, dry cleaning is always a better option. I like, you know, them little bomber jackets that she's got recently with the flowers on. I really like them. I would have got them if I was leaving the house at any point, but as I'm not, no point, is there? 36 to 41.
Cara, and
I thought you were going to Bergdorf's to buy a bag for your mum from your dad. You know that purse is going to wind up going to the cleaning lady because it's not designer. Exactly. She showed it once and that'll be it. Yep, Bonnie agrees. Did you notice the purse that the Zara promotions and marketing team gave her had the same exact colour as the one she ran to Gucci to buy? She's so creative, isn't she? It's the new in colour, James. I certainly did shake my head, 100%. That's the thing. She hears it's on trend. That's why when she goes, what's your bestseller? What's your greatest thing? Go in and look. Idlass. Tammy, that tiny violin was hilarious. Thank you. XYZ. It was actually weird. The close-up was scary. It just shows that ugly, mean and cruel comes to the surface. Are you still here? Really? You've got nothing better to do. Jesus, she wanted the Queen treatment at a Nike store. And no, I love that girl. Yeah, there's some upstairs, but it's only one size. I'm not running around after you. Fuck off. Melanie, I know. Imagine going into a Nike store and expecting an experience. I cringed so much when she was telling the story and mocking the girl that wouldn't connect with her. It's sad, really, isn't it? Stomping her feet that she was robbed of an experience. What in the world? Lisa, that should tell you something, that you expect experiences from shopping. You're at the Nike store. You're not going to the moon. Oh, could she? And just live up there with... Oh, no, she'd annoy Bob. No, okay. Maybe not. 1836 to 47.
excited. I had tried on some things, so I knew I wanted a medium. Yeah, a medium. But I love it. This is a lifetime lifetime piece for me, for sure. Like, that just makes me so.
Oh, doesn't it suck when you can't get into your big girl car and drive to your mall and have someone work on your phone? I think we're all behind with your comments or something. It's really weird. Doesn't it suck that you had to take your achy feet, that you chose to wear shitty shoes and walk around the block and look for the store like the rest of us New Yorkers do? Here's a tip for New York City. You just keep walking straight. You're going to run into another store. But of course, she had to have her servant do it for her all the way from New York. This woman is not going to be able to survive alone. I don't think she will either. If she can't turn out a light,
I don't know, I gotta cut this off. Let's see. Gucci Limited. You guys, you'll have to look on the website and see exactly what it's made of.
why should we look on the website? Anne has a level of entitlement where she can't even look for a Verizon store in Manhattan, out of all places. She's a cool girl that treats her husband less than. Just her saying this is who I am. My head is flashing with the word narcissism. So disgusting. Yeah, I don't think your timing and what you're saying's adding up, James. I think you've put the wrong times to the wrong thing. So I'll just read your comments now. That I love how she's complaining that he's asking her to do things with the phone to fix it, but then in the next sentence, he didn't fix it, they did. I love that she says we fixed it. She didn't do shit, exactly. She's feeling cheated because Zara gave her a gift and a free purse, and Joe Malone gave her complimentary aromas, and she's in a nice hotel, and her husband fixed her phone, has a beautiful hotel room, and she's feeling cheated. She's absolutely disgusting. I still find it hysterical that she goes all the way to New York City to go into a freestanding store, which basically is a mirror copy of what she has in her mall. Because God forbid she goes into a small designer boutique and actually meets people and listens to the owner's story and buys from a small business. That would make her cool. But now she has to buy shit that everyone else can see. Mine that's produced got the memo, but Gucci got hood. I'm sorry. Long comments. Right, that's not really long, but you can see how my brain goes. This is what happens when I try to read something. I get halfway down the page, I don't know what the fuck I've read, what the beginning of it was, nothing. I hate fibro. Pandas in the desert. She thinks she's Carrie Bradshaw, that's who. Delusional. It's sad, isn't it? She thinks the people on the street are for Fashion Week. They're just ordinary people, I know. Her grammar is ridiculously bad and getting worse. They look like glasses people wear for protection when they're using a blowtorch. Yeah, they do. I hate when she says hello lover like Carrie Bradshaw. Ugh, delusional. Oh, is that where it comes from? I never knew what it was she was referencing. From Santa Claus. Grow up! She doesn't seem appreciative of what John was trying to do to help her with her stupid phone. She's never appreciative of anything John does. If she just would go to Verizon, they would have fixed it in minutes. She was just too lazy and comfortable, making everyone stressed about her, even when she's not at home. Exactly, Carolina. And Lorena says, yes, she can do it herself, or she's just stupid. I think she's just stupid. That triggered something I was going to say. Yeah. She was going on about the other week, John was fixing the sink. Isn't that a brand new house? Isn't it under warranty for 10 years? Couldn't they just phone the people and say the sink's broke and get someone to fix it? Panda. Creepy. Sorry, pandas in the desert. Creepy that she watches people and makes notes about their outfits. I know, doesn't it give you the ick? The mean shoes, really. It's not off the chain, it's off the charts. Zippy Jean, go and Google it yourself. Perfect example of how all this shopping is for herself and not for her job. She's just sickening. Exactly. Mulva, You're absolutely right. She doesn't have an ounce of class. The Zara reps hosted a breakfast meeting for her and she shows up wearing a guest dress, then declines eating breakfast with them. Her attitude is deplorable. I know, I wouldn't ask her back. I hope they don't. CC, I hope Melissa's subscribers wake up and see this channel. Jules, you're doing an amazing job exposing how selfish she is. Thank you. Everything about the New York trip was about her. Hopefully, the event coordinators will notice she leaves early and Zara will notice she didn't wear their clothes and she will no longer be invited to future events. That's what I'm hoping for. She just goes for the freebies. It's like the Like to Know It conference. She just wants to be there, get all the bags of goodies, go around the tables of people, get their bags of stuff, and then do whatever she wants for the rest of the time. Deborah, I think Lisa is a little lazy. I think Lisa's a lot lazy. Her hair is fried. That big sweater is awful looking. I like the idea of it. It looks really cozy and comfy. 59.57. What happened?
Badass. Very, very chic Terminator. I love them. They'll look better with my hair down today.
She's quite sad, isn't she, MJ Brownlee? She left the Nike store and like a true addict she had to go and get her fix at the Sunglass Hut. Geez, money must just be burning a hole in her pocket. Lisa, you are so clueless. There's people dying and struggling with the economy the way it is. How does she post stuff like this without feeling weird? It's wild that she acts like this on social media, isn't it? She is totally clueless and she doesn't care. No empathy at all. The Nikki, she is not iconic stylish and she is not in her 40s. Another thing, why does she always reference to model off duty look? It's really sad to see somebody trying so hard to be someone she is obviously not. As for her iconic lipstick brand, that's a great opportunity, but why miss out an iconic look with a red lipstick just because you don't like the vibe? When you run a business of any sort, you have to be open to all tastes, not just your own. Big mistake in my opinion. Couldn't wait for you to do this one, Jules. She is outrageous and more condescending than ever, wasn't she though? But that's the truth. She won't do a selection for what other people might want to use. It's like when she gets PR. Oh, none of these colours suit me, so I'm not going to show you them. Abbey Road. Dear Jules, thank you for not being a cutthroat sellout. Thank you. You can't be bought, and that's one of the main reasons why we love and appreciate you. Thank you very much, Abby. That means a lot. Ada, no, I don't call it wins. Never heard of that expression. No, I hadn't either. Melanie, ugh. She's obviously not familiar with New York hotels. I'd say that one was generously sized compared to some of the rooms I've seen. I know, she was on her own. What was she fucking moaning about? Only because she wanted to have her fucking cases open on the floor. Amanda, she took pics of her feet to send to Daddy, silly. Oh, yeah, maybe she did. Look. Elizabeth, Daddy must have been devastated when she returned home. He massaged them for her, told her to put her hair up and wear a brighter lipstick. Mama told her to take all the bad thoughts out of her misshapen head. Melanie, you can't buy Goyard online. It was your video, your comment I saw then, yeah. And she couldn't even take 1 hour out of her busy day to hop in a cab to the shop. Sorry, Mama and Daddy, she couldn't go because she hadn't bought enough for herself. And yet, they'll be like, oh, Lisa, I totally understand. Oh my gosh, don't put yourself out. Really? 23:31, and she doesn't even know how to get in the damn bag. If you play that on an extra slow speed, it's hilarious. Okay, let's see if I can.
And I start packing up. These are the mean shoes. This is my hotel room while I'm in the bed, just to show you the size of it.
Hang on, where's pause? I've got Lisa on 0.25 and she sounds ever so weird. Where are we? And I'm back. That was Madam. She popped in for a chat and she was not amused by XYZ calling me ugly and something else. She went, "Did I hear you say whatever it was?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Were they saying that to you?" I said, "Yeah, they were." And she was like, "Nobody should talk to my mummy like that." I was like, "Oh, bless." I said, "Don't worry about it. It's like water off a duck's back. Doesn't make an ounce of difference." And she's like, "I wish I had that attitude." And I said, "You just need to have it. You're perfect. If anybody says anything to you about you being less than, just ignore them. It's their problem. They're stupid." So, where are we? Melanie, 2331, and she doesn't even know how to get into the damn bag. Oh, right, that's where we were. If you play that on extra slow speed, it's hilarious.
And I start packing up. These are the mean shoes. This is my hotel room while I'm in the bed, just to show you the size of it. And I took pictures of everything to show John and everybody what I got. And I've got a lot of outfit inspiration.
I can't keep up with this much longer, and I'm sure it's driving a load of people insane. Where's the bag? I want to see her try and get into the bag. Was it before that? I can't see the bag. Sorry. I'll have to try and find it later, Melanie. 3 years from now, she'll catch on to the fact that huge logos are not the vibe anymore. I can guarantee. Not one of the New York outfit formulas she wrote down has logos all over it. Exactly. It's quite sad she doesn't know how to dress herself at her age. Susan. Her line is going to be called, or should be called, LLD1 Rip-Off or LLD1 Copycat. Lisa's Patreon was such a phenomenal success that she gave up on it, and someone who didn't see that coming right from the very beginning is blind as a bat. Exactly. Melanie, are we honestly the only people that feel like we're listening to a 5-year-old? I've never heard so much ignorance coming from a grown person. This was painful. I blame her parents. It's like they've obviously indulged her entire life. Christine, and Santa still came to her when she was in junior high. How old is junior high? "12 and 15. Really? Susan, I checked into my hotel at 12:52 and 15 seconds. Beep, beep, beep. Did you have the time in America? We used to be able to do that. Ring 123. It didn't used to be sponsored, but then it was, and now I've only got the sponsored one in my head. And it used, the time sponsored by Accurist will be 11:04 and 7 seconds. Beep, beep, beep. Someone had to sit and record that entire thing. Can you imagine? Leslie, I think this is called an example of someone not up to date with the English language. So many cringe usage of words. I know. Melanie, Jules, don't forget sales tax on top of the 7.5 grand. I can't remember what it is in New York, but I'll guess it's an extra 665. Oh, and 550 for the Anina Bing blazer. I forgot the blazer, didn't I? Wow, she did some damage, didn't she? Let me just check. Carol, using phrases like "my feet were so jacked up" multiple times, not very ladylike or feminine energy. Lol. I can see a burly, rough man saying it though. Patty cakes. I thought it was crude too. Apparently she didn't get the memo. Sorry, I'm just being stupid now. Didn't get the memo. Susan, can you imagine walking down the street, minding your own business, totally unaware that some hillbilly with straw for hair is taking your photo and putting it on the internet for every man and his dog to see? I know. She's going to get a slap one of these days. Someone's going to come up to her and they're going to take a phone off her and wang it under a bus. Kelly Dunn, the addiction is getting worse by the day. I've never seen such a materialistic, self-serving narcissist in my entire life. Try taking care of people that are suffering and dying every day. She needs a reality check. Reality check ASAP, honestly. My brain is going faster than my gob at the moment. I'm reading it and I'm trying to say, anyway, you know. Elizabeth, oh my God, you are so right. No mention of the tragedy. How very sad. No empathy. None. None whatsoever. Elizabeth, mix and mingle, not Miss Universe. She just has to continue shopping as if her life depends on it. Freaking panicking. What the hell is Her Royal Highness going to do when John is no longer around? I know. She won't be moaning about, oh, he's saying do this, do that. Yeah. When he's not there to fucking pick up the pieces, then what? Carolina, yep, 10 years faster than she. Patty Cake, spend his life insurance money. What else? Yeah. All 3 million of it. Keeping scarves in mind, using my Gucci notebook to write down all her words of wisdom from a certifiable life coach. I'll come back and you can let me know what you wrote down, Elizabeth, because I can't narrate a video and take notes at the same time. So we'll have to be a tag team and you can keep us organised and we know what's what then. Is anyone in our Jules family true to size? I vary from a 22 XXX to an extra small. Exactly, you don't know what size you're going to be in a shop. It's whatever size they decide. Feral jeans, mean shoes. She lives in a whole other world, doesn't she? Diet Coke, hamburger, pizza topping, and her life is magical. Living the dream. Isn't that right, Helen? MJ Brownlee, 104. Jules, are you kidding me? What did I say? Least effort for highest impact. That's you, isn't it? Oh, why bother learning how to use Patreon when I can just get them to use the join button on YouTube instead and charge them? Really? Sorry. What's up with this? Are you kidding? Because if I was betting, I would bet money she doesn't even know about 9/11. She's so self-absorbed, she probably doesn't even realise there was a tragedy. She was probably pouting in Mum and Dad's house, doing her nails and thinking of how to catch a new husband. Unless it was written in Sex and the City. Which I don't know, that show was lame and I didn't watch it. Only a famous few scenes that pop on social media. Yeah, I've never watched it, so I know absolutely nothing about it. And she quotes it like it's Shakespeare or something and we should all have heard of it. Oh, do you remember that scene when... No, I don't. Coco K. Hi, Jules. Was shocked. Glad you told her crazy expenditures. And that was only some of it. Patty, oh, I missed that. How much was the total? Nothing will surprise me anymore. I only put in a few Gucci things and it was 7.5 in English money. So, plus somebody said you need to add taxes on another bit. So it was a lot more than what I said it was. Christina, now I have never been to New York, but I have enough common sense to know that people walk everywhere in New York and that you should wear comfortable walking shoes. Exactly. I wear comfortable walking shoes anytime I know I'll be walking, let alone New York. The zoo, shopping, etc. Exactly. Unless I'm going for a night out and I put heels on, I'm in comfortable shoes. Ah, oh, damn it, I've forgotten your name. It's not Sandra, is it? Anyway, wow, she said it when she said her two friends are her daughter and mother. That was admitting she doesn't like her son or husband. True. I was thinking to chat girly things with, but yeah, if someone said to me, who are my friends, it's the other three people living in this home. That's all we have, is the four of us. Katja, her last morning there was the perfect opportunity for her to go to the 9/11 memorial. Exactly. You were so right. She didn't go or mention it. She instead went shopping. No one here is surprised. No. Girly Tang. Right, no surprise at all. The only times I have ever heard her mention societal events are when she was personally impacted. Back in the day, she mentioned listening to Rush Limbaugh, conservative political pundit, that was as close as I've seen her demonstrate some semblance of social awareness. Then she was probably only mirroring her parents' perspectives. Probably. So, my daughter's 21 and she's autistic, for those who don't know. And when it comes to voting here for she doesn't ask us who we're voting for. She's quite capable of going online and reading all the manifestos or whatever and making her own decision. I don't think Lisa's ever made a decision other than what colour jacket to buy. Elizabeth, love it here, my Jules. Thank you. Admire your patience with this narcissist. Who cares about anybody's size as long as they're healthy? Stop being disrespectful to your mother. I thought you were saying that to me for a second. She brought you up, helped take care of Burke, and supported you financially. I know, she'll never admit that. Deb, another narcissistic trait, ungratefulness, always concentrating on the negative. Beguile me, her mother always seemed to handle herself with class. Yeah, I think Carol was very classy. Deb, the class gene must have skipped a generation. Seriously, Jules, I know you think I'm joking, but seriously, these narcissists do lie about their ages, as they are terrified of aging. Lardy 65, Lisa 71, Glenda's 92. I'm 105. Katja, who wears heels to walk the streets of New York? Why didn't she keep the Gucci trainers on? Because she's stupid. Carolina, exactly. She had them on the flight to New York. Exactly. But she thinks, oh, I'm in this outfit. You have to wear heels with this outfit. No. You wear what you're fucking comfortable in, you idiot. Sorry, I nearly lost my little violin then. You all notice how much she stresses John out when she's out of town. She lost her debit card on the trip to Miami, and this is her second trip where she's had an issue with her phone. It's almost like she can't stand it when he's home and relaxing. I know. Sort it out yourself and leave him be for a few days. Helen, if I had to make myself feel less cheated due to pain, I would have nothing left, as I would have spent all I owned. I would even have to sell my Jamie. Oh no, you can't sell Jamie. He's a good un. Abbey Road, same here. We'd end up homeless. I know. Abbey Road, sending wee gentle Scottish hugs. Oh. Helen, who owns 45 pairs of trainers and 300 flip-flops and does not know that they have to wear comfy shoes to shop and walk around New York? She's so Glaykit. I've not seen that one before. Stupid. Huh.
Glaykit.
Glaykit. I like that. I won't remember it in 5 minutes, Helen, but I like that. She's an Egypt, my world, or an Omadorn. Christine, if I have to see one more burger topped with egg and cheese, bacon on the side, I'll scream. And why did she tell the server at the pizza place that she was only going to eat the top? He didn't care, and I'm assuming she does this when she sits down for dinner with a group. She just loves the attention. That's the only reason. Do any of her subs care what warehouse the Zara goods come from? She wouldn't know any of this had she not met with the Zara reps. Since she's supposed to represent them, I'm sure she was sent an info package but didn't bother to read it. Or she can't read it. Listening to her grammar, it makes me think she's probably somewhat illiterate. Does she even know that Joe Malone was bought many years ago by Estee Lauder? They're welcome to it. I'm sick of seeing what she's eating. And then you get a fucking idiot writing underneath, how do you order that in a restaurant? Can I just have a fucking burger patty with an egg on it and some cheese, please? There you go. Carol, the foot blister story is highly exaggerated and possibly untrue. I've been there. The details she gives, the extent of the pain, etc., will last quite a few days. Don't remember the shoes she wore the next day. Heels. She was on her feet all day and, of course, shopping. It couldn't be possible. Plus, she would have shown her feet. She shows everything else. I'm not sure that it's not that she spared us. I think you could be right because she was in them high heels. Oh, lucky they didn't hit the blister spots. If the bottom of your foot was swollen, you'd have been going nowhere. Sassy, I'm with you 100%. Had just stated she always carries flip-flops and she had her sneakers staged event. Also led everyone to believe she was invited to actual runway shows. She smells like a sociopath, doesn't she though? Elizabeth, she looks like a serial killer in a horror movie, doesn't she though? That's what I was thinking. Is that what I said? I don't know, but anyway, yes. Map, 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 map. Christine, if I have to say... Oh, there we go. See? They either don't post them or they post them twice. To be fair, I would be upset if I didn't have a phone while in a strange city. I'm sure I wouldn't have freaked out though. I'm sure there's phone boxes still. Do you know what I mean? I don't... Oh, see, I don't use my phone. It's sat there and it's like if Tech Help goes on a night out, I'll switch it on in case he needs us for anything. And that's it. Or they send me codes when I'm doing a shop somewhere to prove it's me. Honestly, if someone wants to shop for me, feel free. But I don't understand how everyone's so attached to their phone. I'm glad nobody can phone me. Deb, the pink Rolls Royce, new sofas, Chanel bag and raised ranch have really gotten under Lardy's skin. It's not jealousy though. Not jealousy or judgment, my arse. All she thinks and talks about is money. Greedy Lardy. She is seething that they've got what she wants. Christine, most people would buy a keychain or the like as a memento. Exactly, or a fridge magnet. No, I'm going to buy a £7,000 bag. Abby, exactly. Any excuse to buy herself more expensive stuff. Patty cakes. Even a 24-carat gold keychain with diamonds around the edges wouldn't interest her, but it would probably be more inexpensive than everything she purchased altogether. She's going to wear that. Do you know that little scarf she got? She's going to wear that once and it'll never be seen again. She'll do the ensemble that she wrote down in her notebook. And that'll be that. Mamacita. Hi, Jules. Hi. Why doesn't she tell us interesting stuff, you ask? Because she's a narc. By withholding the good stuff, she retains control, which is a key component of the narcissist personality. Love your work, Jules. Thank you very much. I don't think she's got anything interesting to tell anyone. Bonnie. Oh, that's hysterical that she never wants to be rich. Come on, Laurie. You would do anything to have money. Exactly, a whole world revolves around money. Deb, Jules, you'd be an awesome detective. You ask the questions no one else even considers. Thank you. By the way, Yoo-Hoo's are chocolate milk and chemicals in a bottle. Right, I'll give them a miss then. Thanks. Bonnie, why is she talking about TP and what she does on her videos? And doesn't it figure Laurie cares only about food? That's all she's ever bothered about is food. Deb, distracted drunk driving. She should be serving time in either prison or a casket. I totally agree with you, Deb. Bonnie, I think Yoo-Hoo is a chocolate drink that supposedly would be great with the popcorn. Thank you. Remember back in the days with Nesquik? That was fun. Gaz and the Moon. I'm bored. I'm the chairman of the board. Ha ha ha. Great line, Jules. I love Iggy. I'm the chairman of the board. Lauren. New York, New Jersey girl here. Yes, it's astounding she didn't get robbed. Thank you. I was hoping I didn't offend anybody by saying that. When I'm in Manhattan, we don't look and smile and act like country bumpkins. I also wear my designer bag's logo in or under my coat, especially in the subway. Exactly. She wouldn't stand a chance underground. Also, what about her hotel room? If I saw all that shite she had in her room, easy target. One day I would love to see her in real life walking the streets. And you would see her because she'd stand out like a sore thumb. Debbles, Lardy, that mask is not a good look on you. Your neck is too thick. Is there anything this woman puts on that looks good? And she keeps going, I've got a tiny head. Yeah, looks like it. Run for your lives. If she was half as important as she thinks she is, she wouldn't have to try and convince people. Ain't that the truth? Beguile me. She is harping mad about Trisha Paytas and her money and professing how she wouldn't want to be rich. Then, like magic, at 39.18, she's over the moon someone gave her money. Amazing how her mood changes on a dime, literally.
Oh my God, you bought me 4 bags. Wait, 5, 10, 15. You bought me 4 bags of smart.
Really? Is she really that stupid? 5, 10. Executive assistant, my fat ass. Whee. Lily, oh my God, she really gets on my nerves. I posted a long comment on her video. If you can, please go read it before she deletes it. I let her have it. I went and looked and I couldn't find it. That's what I said. If you haven't read this comment, if anybody leaves a comment on her channel, can you either copy and paste it in a notebook so you can recopy it and paste it on here, or take a picture or do something, because by the time you tell me, it's way past and she'll have already hidden it. Panda, dang, the crew is on 24/7 negativity watch. Here's a funny post from Proverbs 31:50, 5 days ago. Lisa, I watched your whole video and I'm a few years older than you. Just some observations. When you're shopping, you're getting hits of dopamine in your brain, which gives you a temporary high. Not getting your mum's purse, but continuing shopping for yourself is setting the example for your kids to follow. Just consider your daughter especially following your example when you are your mum's age. Well said. She never made it to Bergdorf's mum's purse. She didn't want to make it to Bergdorf's for mum's purse. You are beyond ridiculous. 1. Oh, is this your comment, Lily? Right. You are beyond ridiculous. 1. Taking pictures of people and posting them on your channel without their consent. 2. You have no style and no sense of fashion as you copy other people's styles, and now you have a notebook to write them down in your notebook so that you can copy them in an upcoming video or fake picture that you take for Instagram. What the actual heck? 3. Act your age. You look like you're in your late 50s or early 60s, yet you are obsessed with 20-something-year-olds. So odd. 4. Money can't buy you class. No matter how much money you spend on designer goods, none look good on you. Sorry, but your best look is the Walmart dress and their flip-flops. You just don't have what it takes. No matter how many surgeries you get done, they won't be able to make you into a stylish woman. If I were you, I would spend some money on that bird's nest head of yours. You really need to chop off 8 inches, then work on repairing the damaged stringy hair. Oh, no wonder she deleted that, Lily. I'm having issues pasting. The above is what I wrote on her channel. Jules, it won't let me copy paste. I can email it to you if you provide me with your email address. Anyone can email me anytime at chattoexposed@aol.com. Abbey Road says, well said, Lily. Highly caffeinated. She's unbearable. But you make me laugh so hard. Thanks for speaking my thoughts out loud. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Jane. Class. I'm thinking that was definitely, and they've changed it. He definitely was a ballerina, wasn't he, though? That's an amazing picture. I answered Elizabeth. Donna, who in the world is this piece of work? It's called Laurie Beth 428, and she ran away and hid when I answered back. Strap in. She's as bad as Glenda. You're in for a ride. That's when I've sorted it. Right. Cece, I'm sorry to hear that, Jules. That's so frustrating when you take the time to make videos. Hopefully someone will have a solution. Unfortunately, I don't know much about YouTube. They were a pain in the hole. I went on Twitter, tried talking to them, and it's like, is it Monday today? Well, maybe you should go to hashtag whatever and read our terms of service where we clearly tell you how to. It's like you can't get a straight answer out of them for anything. Wigging out, she's so jealous of HRH. She always starts talking and acting like her after she watches her. If it was so easy to do what HRH has done, everyone would do it. Funny how Trish disappeared. Took her a while to figure out who Lardo is, but she finally got there. Can you imagine sitting in a parking lot for as long as she has, talking to herself? And with her top down, she's a target for a crime. Exactly, and if anything happened, she'd be whinging. She's also jealous of Trisha Paytas. Her spending her own money is none of anyone else's business. And Lardo's favourite thing to do, according to her, is eating in her car. Exactly. Too bad. Being really lazy doesn't go hand in hand with being wealthy, Lardo. And she cares a lot about what's being said about her. We live in her head rent-free. We all know that Lardo wants to be rich. And for her stupid viewer, it's the love of money is the root of all evil. She wasn't happy about that either, though, was she? Lorena, poor Will, he just gets a cookie. Meanwhile, she spends thousands on herself. I know. Someone thought our ballerina was James, and it's like, no, it's not. Why is this not moving now? Moon Fairy, hi Jules, good, another video. I wonder what else she forgets to pack this time. An excuse to buy more. She's wearing the same black tube top she wore in New York. Yeah, that's probably a thing, isn't it? She probably hasn't forgotten at all. But that's what she tells John. Oh, do you know, I went without and I had to get any chance to fucking shop. Bonnie, maybe I'm weird, but if it's cool enough to wear a heavier top and skirt, I'm certainly not going to wear flip-flops. I absolutely hate being cold. Exactly, you put a pair of Uggs on. Cookie, the flip-flops with that outfit is not it. That's kind of how I felt, says Bonnie. Sassy, this is the idiot that proudly wears flip-flops through floodwaters. I know, and she puts them on in the rain. CC, I absolutely hate being cold as well. I'd much rather be cold than hot. I hate being hot. Melanie, nobody with a brain is wearing all of those warm clothes with flip-flops. Yeah, oh, it's raining, so I put my flip-flops on. Really? Why? Lisa, barrel jeans is the worst fashion trend, isn't it? They look ridiculous on her. Christine, notice when she pulls her hair to the side to show the back of her outfit that there's hardly any left. It's destroyed. Bo, agree. Those barrel jeans are atrocious. Only if you're a teen or in your 20s they might look okay. Moon Fairy, a horrible look at any age. Beguile me, I cannot see these things being flattering on anyone. Sassy, it could only be those Caroline type clowns that would be seen in those. I love you, Caroline! At least she's leaving her alone now. Elizabeth, hugs to you, dear Maria. Sassy, and my wish was your command. Clown show. I have a date today, so I'll be ticking in later. Popping in anyway. Jules rules. Thank you. Patty cakes. I had a business baking for the public And it always makes me cringe when she talks about outfit formulas or ingredients. Trust me, my baking cabinet just had a few ingredients to bake everything. I didn't need to add 8 closets full to bake anything. Oh, it's sickening, isn't it, when she says that? Sassy, so cringe, isn't it though? It's another ingredient in our formula. Patty, the belt over that first top skirt set looks hideous. Right, hideous, says Melissa. Melanie, it's all hideous, shockingly hideous. Right, I'm going to call it there, because this has probably gone on for longer than I thought, because I had a break in the middle. And if you got this far with me, thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next one.